Hi, hello. Today we're going to be going over the project rollout and benchmark one for the second 6 weeks. It's our project called Isn't It Tragic? Now, this video is mainly for students who weren't at school on Friday. Maybe you were absent, or if you were an A-day student, which in case you would be here today at school. Um, but let's go ahead and get started. Now, this project I will go into that in a minute. Now, this project is based off of the cultures of mythology that I had you choose on that Google form. Remember, I had you choose your top, second, and third mythologies, and I did that because that's how I grouped you. I wanted to make sure that you got either your first choice, second choice, or third choice that were most interesting to you out of those 14 mythologies that I put on that document. Um, so for benchmark one, or well, in this project in general, we're going to be exploring the traits of a tragic hero, character analysis, and author's purpose. Author a story, a myth that you and your group create that's based on the various types of mythology. Our first benchmark is gathering the characteristics of your given mythology so that you may apply them to your character and story in order to create something that best resembles the culture you chose. In other words, you are creating a myth based off of your culture, and you're also creating a tragic hero that goes along with that myth. Now, we need to make sure that they're the most culturally appropriate and I guess respectful to that culture, which is why we're doing the research part first. Um, Answer the following in a paragraph, which is now 7 sentences. That's part of increasing the rigor. So now your paragraphs are 7 fully complete sentences. There's 4 questions that you and your group need to complete. Benchmarks will always be group assignments for your project. So, first one, what culture was assigned to you and your group? What are some customs or traditions that are found in that culture that you would like to incorporate into your myth? What are some myths that are for your particular culture? Provide 3 and a synopsis of what they're about. What are some mythological creatures that can be found in the culture's mythology? Provide 3 creatures and explain what they are. And finally, what mythological gods or goddesses can be found in your culture that was assigned? What are they known for, and what do their people worship them for? All that your questions must be completed in a Google slide. Make sure that the slide is well organized, visually appealing, and it contains pictures. So you have 1 picture per slide that relates to the question. There's 4 questions. So in total, there should be 5 slides. The first slide should be your title slide, and then the following 4 are slides per question. And each slide, those 4 need to have a visual to go along with it. You also need to provide the name of who answered the question on the slide. So question 1, and then provide the student name. You need to make sure that's organized well, that it's visually appealing, and once again, 1 slide per question. This is due October 2nd, which is Friday. It is a group project, or excuse me, a group benchmark that is going to be used for the project. Now, going on to groups, on Friday, if you weren't at school, you probably got an invitation for a group contract. That's because I tried my best to actually, I'm going to wrap this up and make a part 2 because my screen recording system's about to end. So stay right there and wait for part 2, okay?